Meet your neighbor, Jackie Gutierrez. She and her family have lived in Sunnymead Ranch for more than 20 years. And to say this young woman is amazing seems like a huge understatement.
I played soccer for about 10 years, so I grew up just, my family, all weekends were consumed with, soccer games, traveling to them, the easy ups, orange slices, all that good stuff. And then unfortunately in high school I stopped playing due to some health issues. And when I stopped playing, I started watching the game a lot more and was just really fascinated with these players and their determination. And I just started seeing myself in them and was very inspired that no matter what obstacles you face in life, you can accomplish your dreams or your goals if you just keep pursuing them.
And pursue them she did. It all started with a conversation with her high school guidance counselor who asked her what did she want to do in life. Jackie said she wanted to be a sports journalist for women's soccer, and the counselor said due to the dying print journalism industry, she should probably do something else. Jackie thought to herself, I think you're wrong. Enter Uncle Joe.
And when my Uncle Joe asked me the same exact question, I said, same response, and he said, Jack, I think you should do it, and I think you should start right now. And in my mind, I thought, you go to school, you get a degree, and then you get a job, and then you figure out your career stuff. And he was so persistent about me starting at a young age because he saw this potential in me, this drive, and he knew my passion for the game. And so to just hear it out loud and hear his thoughts and just encouragement of saying, I think you bring value and insight into the soccer world that not a lot of people have.
That conversation with Uncle Joe was a pivotal moment because she knew she wanted to be a sports journalist but didn't have the degree or experience. So she started writing, and pretty soon she was landing internships and honing her writing skills, all the while studying to get her bachelor's and then master's degree in journalism. During this time, she used her media credentials to start interviewing and befriending top professional players from the National Women's Soccer League and the U.S. Women's National Team. And in 2019, she started her own company. She just needed a name.
I remember sitting with my dad, my brother, and my uncle, so the three most important men in my life, trying to figure out a name. And I just said Women Kick Balls, and at first they all laughed, and then as we talked about it more, they were like, that's a good name. So I thought, if I can get their approval, then I'm good.
And then something interesting happened in 2022. Two professional women's soccer teams came to California, the San Diego Wave Football Club and the Angel City Football Club based in LA. That gave Jackie an idea for a magazine.
The magazine just kind of happened randomly, which I feel like is a whole summary of my career, is that, oh, that worked, okay, let's do it. So last year in 2022, I left my full-time job at a PR firm and I went freelance in the soccer industry. So being a content producer, I specialize in photo, video, graphics, design, and different elements like that. And I offer those services to soccer organizations and athletes. And so I thought, I was just thinking of, okay, I'm freelance, what can I do now to really amplify Women Kick Balls?
What she did was to create a second magazine just for Women's World Cup soccer. In fact, Jackie's on assignment right now in New Zealand covering the 2023 World Cup. When Jackie's not traveling the world or working from home, she likes to bring her laptop to her favorite go-to space.
I just love that. I get to come to Sunnymead Ranch and the Lake Club and be surrounded by such an incredible scenery. I also used to work here in high school too, so it brings back a few memories of, picking up dead fish at the lake or whatever it was.
Although Jackie never saw a young Hispanic woman role model doing journalism, that didn't stop her. I asked her if she remembered how it all started.
My mom came home one day and she works at a school and she said, yeah, my coworker's daughter plays with this professional women's soccer team. And I thought, what are you talking about? Like, no one is from Moreno Valley and they play on a professional women's soccer team. I never heard of it. And so she ended up telling me that her name was Bev Yanez and she played on this team called Seattle Reign with players like Megan Rapinoe and Hope Solo. And I instantly just got so excited. And that's when I learned that there is a league called the National Women's Soccer League, or the NWSL, which is the professional league here in America. And so I just immediately Googled her and reached out to her on social media. Didn't think she would respond. And sure enough, she did. And she just encouraged me to chase my dreams. And so I'm very excited just to see what that looks like, but to also I hope to change the industry in a way that others can feel more welcomed or just feel like they belong there too.
It's safe to say we haven't heard the last from this soccer lover from Moreno Valley. And if anyone can score a win, it's Jackie Gutierrez. For Meet Your Neighbor, I'm Steve Jacobs.